Well, you can find Cody where all the wildlings are today.
Yeah, he is live hanging out with some cool animals this morning. This is one of the caravan stops that I'm jealous of, Cody.
Oh, man, I am having a blast. Gabe, once again, thanks for having us out. And you get to meet these animals at the fair this year. It's so exciting.
That's right. It'll be Christmas in July. They'll be out there at the Wild Things building, building 3, and they'll be in there. People come up and meet these two girls. Come up and get a chance to pet a reindeer on the nose.
Yeah, there you go. Now, everything that I learned about reindeer was from, cartoons and books about Santa Claus, and it's all a lie.
There is a lot. Well, for one, they're not the size of moose. Everybody envisions the reindeer being this huge hoof stock, the size of a moose. These are youngsters, but they'll end up about twice the size. They will have an enormous set of antlers, and the ones with antlers are not the boys. In the reindeer and caribou, which are their wild cousins, the girls have antlers too, which is really cool. It's like an equal opportunity deer species. Yeah, pretty neat.
That is pretty neat. I didn't know that. Now, right now, the antlers are fuzzy. Tell us about that.
Well, that's called velvet, and provides the blood supply, the nutrients to the bone growth. These antlers, they grow out of that skull every year. Antler refers to an annual growth. So these will grow. There'll be a huge set of antlers in about 4 months, and then they'll fall off. Ironically, right around Christmas time is when they lose their antlers. The girls keep their antlers a little bit longer than the boys, so that's kind of put some people, this whole feminist argument into that. Maybe all of Santa's deer are actually girls.
Oh,
yeah, kind of interesting, huh?
That is interesting, Abe. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's talk about their feet, their hooves, because it is fascinating.
Look at it. They're snowshoes. They're snowshoes. Look, it doesn't look anything like a deer hoof in this area.
No, it does not.
Big, wide, splayed snowshoes with those little clickety clacks in the back. Some biologists say maybe it's to knock the snow clump off their hoof. I think it's just kind of a remnant of an old toe that used to be there and really just kind of looks cool now. But the hoof is wide for swimming and for walking on the snow and the ice.
And because it clicks, there's something in their hooves, right?
Well, it's actually in their leg. It's a tendon in the leg that snaps against their bone, and as they walk, it makes a clicking sound. Now, sometimes where they live, there's no sunlight. It's dark all the time, dark for 24 hours and whatnot. The herd has to know where the herd is, and they can hear each other walk. It's a little clicking sound. Pretty neat. Yeah.
That is fascinating. My wife, when she walks upstairs, she has a clicking noise too. That's how I find her in the dark. That is so interesting.
Check this out. Ooh. Look at this hair. This is a hollow core hair. It's like a straw. It's like a drinking straw. And that's the same sort of hair that a polar bear would have. So it's an insulator, helps keep them nice and warm in the Arctic winter, as well as providing air or buoyancy for their swimming. It's like a life vest built into the animal. Now they're got hair in my nose.
Yeah.
That's great.
Fantastic. They travel. They not these two, but in the herd and stuff, they travel far distances.
I'm glad you brought that up. The caribou, they're wild cousins. The reindeer are the domesticated caribou. Their migration is the longest and largest migration on the planet, meaning the number of animals, 500,000 animals in one herd alone, moving out of Alaska, 1,500 miles south, and then into Canada, and turning around and going 1,500 miles back up north. And they go south to avoid the cold, but what I find particularly interesting is what drives them back up north is the hatch of the mosquitoes. The bugs drive them nutty, and they have to get away from the bugs and head back up north. So,
like retirees, they go to Florida for a time and then they come back up because the bugs drive them.
That's right. Yeah, that's awesome.
Gabe, thank you so much. I'm learning so much. And once again, they're going to be at the state fair. They've got this great setup where you can visit the animals and learn about how we can help these creatures on this planet that we all have to live on, because we got to help them. All right, back to you guys.
Thank you, Cody.
So great.